Why not use it?
The last one, which is track, which is basically the selection. We will talk about it in the next. To them. So usually on social media, when you're having a job description, you cannot mention everything. Like I cannot say, I will give you food for free. Like it does not make sense. Or people will not understand even if you mention it. But when they see a blog or a vlog or people in the company, like in US, Google, they have the slides inside the company. Like from the upper floor to down, you don't have to take stairs. You can just slide down. Okay, so for some people, this is something very interesting. I want to have a place that's fun. If I read it in your job description, I will not believe you. But if I see a video about that, okay, I want to work there. Even if they don't give me a good salary, it's fun. Money is not always everything. Not for everyone. For some people it is, depends on your situation. But for many people, it's not everything. So you need to know what else can you offer. And you need to find a way to let people know. It does not have to be through this. There are many other ways. So you can have events. You can go to universities. You can do mentoring. You can do a lot of things. It depends on what you are looking for, who you are looking for, your budget, your personality, actually, also as well. You want someone who fits with you. If you're looking for people who are outgoing and they love to have fun, that's good. Then you need to show that. But in many companies, they don't like it. So I work with many Vietnamese companies who like it to be very strict. Everyone wears a uniform. You go on time, you leave on time, and this is how they want it. For some people, they like it. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying you need to find people who this is suitable for you. If you hire someone who loves to have fun in a company that is very strict, even if you give them the highest salary, after a while they leave. They will be miserable. Even if they don't leave, they will not be productive. And both are really bad. So, yeah. The next is the convert. So you let people know that you have the position that is open. Okay? You need to convert them. So how to do that? First, like career pages. So apply now. This is one. You need to optimize it. Career page optimization, that means, for example, on your website, many companies, especially big companies, they will not hire directly from LinkedIn or like Vietnam Works or something like this. They will have their own site to apply from. I think you've seen that before for mostly multinational companies. So why they do this? So they provide the information that we just mentioned about, but in the right place. And they give you the apply now. So I'm seeing people getting good salary, getting all the perks. I want to get that as well. I will apply directly. So you need to convert them in the right way. You don't just need to show them. Okay, showing is very important. But also you need to convert them into an employee. So you need to give them a way to apply. Many companies do, for example, one thing. They will have the job description on LinkedIn, but tell you don't apply through LinkedIn, send us an email. And anyone who applies through LinkedIn, they will discard it. I'm not saying that's bad. That if you do this, for example, why do you think companies do that? What is the benefit, in your opinion? Can you just give me any guess? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But if you apply via LinkedIn, you will reject it.
Yes.
And if you send like your CV via email,
Yes.
they will receive it.
Yes.
Evaluate your CV.
Yes. And they will write that. They will write it in the JD, like at the end usually. They will write it. Please send to the email. Don't apply. Yes? That is one point. Actually, there are more than one point. One is very easy, as you mentioned, to just press apply and send your CV. Many people do it randomly. So one, this. Two, you need to ensure that people actually read your job description. So if they did not read it, there is no point from them applying. If they read it to the end, that means they saw that note and they followed it. If they did not follow it, that means they are not good with following instructions, and you don't want someone like that. Also, the last point is, when you send an email, you will write an email. So you'll add more information, one, and two, you will show your personality in your email. The way you're writing, the way you structure it. So I'll get more information about you, and I get less CVs. Okay? But this is not always very effective. So if you are looking for students, most of the time you will not get many applications. Because most students, they are not good at doing these kind of things. They don't have the professional maturity to do it. Some big companies, they will still do it because they are looking for the top of the top. If you are not looking for the top of the, like the best of the best, then you should not. For example, I think you all know from McKinsey, you know McKinsey, right? You guys don't know. Okay, BCG, McKinsey, like they are consulting companies. To get into these companies, I think you know them, right? Yeah, you need very high GPA, like super high. You need to have a lot of achievements. Yeah, I don't think they accept less than 3.5. And from the top universities, not any university. And other than that, you need achievements, and you need to have a good CV. They will have tests after all this, and case studies. So they will give you a case, and you have to analyze it and do it. You are still a student, and you do this. So they are not looking for normal people. I think every year they hire 2-3 people only, so they don't care if like 10 people only apply, because we are just looking for a very limited number. But if you are looking for a company like retail, for example, they need a lot of people. I cannot do this. I need a higher number of people. I need to increase the number. So I need to make it easier for people to apply. You get my point?
Yes, so this is here where you are doing that.
Making it more difficult, easier, it's also a part of your strategy. So in your strategy, do you need a lot of CVs? Some companies, they will have a quota for the HR. How many CVs you receive. So if you are an HR, and I have a quota that I need to get 1,000 CVs, of course I will make it as easy as possible for people to apply. But if the company don't want that, and I don't have to do it, I just need to find the best, so I don't need to add more work to myself. It depends on your situation. This is also, as I mentioned, it's a part of your strategy and your plan. Initially, you will need
to know that. Also, based on here, you will have analytics of how many people
open the page. Usually, like LinkedIn, they will provide you with that. How many people view your job description? How many people apply? You can then see, okay, why people did not apply? Was the job description not clear? Most companies, they don't give a clear job description, which is a very big problem. Maybe the benefits are not worth it for the people who are directed into. So, for example, you want to hire a director, but you are giving them $500 salary. Of course, they will not accept. So you need to understand like why they are not. Is it the benefits that are not worth it? Is it the job description? Is it the qualification? Is it the brand of your company? You need to know what's happening.
And then you optimize it based on that. Okay? Then you'll engage to them. So here, you'll contact them. You send them an email, you call them, you have a meeting, depends. But there is one important thing. So you have the form that they applied, you have email campaigns, but you also have these three things. Do you know what they mean? Talent CRM, talent pipeline, and talent networking? Okay, CRM means customer relationship management.
Customer relationship management system. So,
to make it like in the simplest way I can tell you is like it's like a.
Okay, there are many softwares, but the simplest way is like, let's say an Excel file. You all know how to use Excel, right? Hopefully everyone does. So it's an Excel file where you are having the name of every candidate, their CV, the HR notes. So the person who talked to them, for example, they will add notes. What do they think? What are their comments? Okay, this is very important to have. So later on, if the HR have these notes, me as a manager, I open the CRM, I don't have to do it from start. I can see what's the notes, and based on that, I can continue. I can verify the information. So the person said, I'm really good with Java, okay, to the HR. That's why the HR forwarded him. But then if I see that, I can come and check again. Put him in a position where I have, like, he have to give me a clear idea. Does he understand this or not? Okay, is it clear so far? What I mean? Okay, to make it, okay, make it another way. So a CRM is a place where everyone can find the information about the person, whether it was a customer or, in this case, it's a talent. It's a potential candidate. It's a place that anyone in the company can, not anyone, like anyone in the hiring team, the one we talk about, the board, can open and see the information about the candidate. And they can add information upon each other. So I have a note, I add it, you have a note, you add it. The other person, when it comes to make a decision to take this person or no, they can read the notes and based on that make a decision, not only about the CV and the interview. Most companies, they don't have one interview, they have multiple stages. So you need to have a place where you write the notes, otherwise you will forget. So you are interviewing 20 people, okay? The first stage now, the last stage is 2 months from now. You will not remember. It's impossible to remember. You have a lot of work to do in the meantime. And you met a lot of people. So you need to have a place where everyone writing notes. So basically, this is a simplest version of CRM. Also, you'll have the contact information of the person, how they applied, all the different information about each talent. Okay? Then you'll have a pipeline, the stages. This is the next step. We will talk about it, but in the selection process. But even here, you have this pipeline. So first, generate interest. So people who open, for example, they put their email, we are interested in the job. Then people who actually apply, they put their CV. This is another step. Pipeline basically is the stages of employment that each employee will go through. From interest to an employee. Each step, a lot of people will drop out. Either you force them out or they quit until you reach the people that you are looking for. Okay? And the last thing is talent networking, which is, as we mentioned earlier, you need to have a network of people. So for example, you apply for a company now, the skill that you have is not fit for this position, okay, that you applied to. But after 1 month, I got a new position. I can check for the people who actually applied already and see in their CVs. It's much faster, cheaper for me than doing the whole process all over again. So I can just look through it. If I cannot find anything that is suitable, I can then go back to the stages from the beginning. But most of the time, if I can already find someone, I can just use that person. Or even if I will go back to the beginning, I can still add that person to the process. So maybe he's a good candidate. And one more thing. When you do this, the biggest advantage that you have is that you already have notes about the person in your CRM. So we mentioned that you are collecting all the information. So you can use them again in the new interview to clarify more. Most people, they don't know their strength, but they exaggerate other strengths that they actually don't have. So you'll have someone who they say they are the best negotiators and they are really bad at it. But they are good with like their processes, which is something very rare. But they don't know about it because they think it's normal. Usually when you think you are good at something, you are actually not good at it. And when you think you are not good at something or something is very like normal, you are good, but it's normal, you're really good at it. So most people cannot tell. And it's normal. It's not only you, it's everyone. This is the human mind, like it works in very weird ways. But anyway.